Hey everyone, welcome back to String Cheese and Applesauce, where today we're doing a Lego room tour. So I'm going to do this vlog style, which is basically me holding the camera out in front of my face. But I'll turn it around here in a minute. This is a little bit kind of unorthodox way of videoing that I'm used to, so you'll just kind of bear with me on this video. So let's go ahead and get right into it right now. Okay, so I'm actually outside of my Lego room, so it's basically on the first floor of our house. So let's go ahead and turn around, and I will walk you into it. So down the hallway, and we're in the Lego room. So it's basically just a spare bedroom in our house. Kind of give you a quick little dizzy tour of it, and we're done. Just kidding. So let's kind of go over all the different little areas of my Lego room. So we'll start here first. This is kind of my main filming table when it comes to the hidden brick stuff. So this is more or less where all the building happens. Now, this just happens to be a pile of Lego that I need to either find a display spot for and or disassemble, or they're mocks. I have a mock going right here. So all of that is going to be organized and moved off of that table probably by the end of today. Right here, I have the pile of sets to be built next. So it's kind of the queue, if you would call it, of things that need to be built. So that's kind of what I've got there. And if you've watched my previous Lego room tours, you know that these are my minifigure drawers. I am in the process, it's a slow process of, oh, not that one, that's a junk drawer. I am in the process of organizing and more or less finding spots for these minifigures. So they're not, the drawers are getting less full. This one's probably the most full because it's kind of some of the originals that I've had for the longest time. But you can see there's space in here, and then down here there's minifigures that are going away. So that's all that's really in those drawers. These two big drawers are overflow spare parts, and I can see I've got some big animals. I've got horses and sharks there, and then here I have some more overflow parts with some storage bags and random little parts. So that's that. Above that is my minifigure display cases. Nothing really changed here. I've been swapping out some minifigures, but for the most part, they are about the same as we've seen them in the past. They do get a terrible glare. I have a window open right here just to get some natural light in here, but it does have a pretty big glare. This is my brick badge that I've accumulated over the past, 18 months. Yeah, that's a year and a half worth of brick badges right there. And or award bricks or stuff. So there's Best Town that I won. Let's see, Best Town. There's some awards in there. I've got some big figs up there, or the brick built big figs, and then some other random stuff, some Minecraft animals. So kind of stuff that I don't want to disassemble, I put up there. This is my main workstation right here. It's a mess, but this is kind of the clutter that I work in. You can see I've got some minifigures right here that are bagged up and ready to be put away. Got some Minecraft figs, some Pirates of the Caribbean. I've got some stuff that needs to be disassembled. These are my Lego books. This is my computer. Well, the monitors, the computer's under there with my blue microphone. So these bins under here, these are Nexonite sets that have been disassembled. I have ideas for a Nexonite mock that I want to build. So I'm going to try to use the bulk of the color scheme and the parts that were used in the original Nexonite sets. So I'm keeping them all together. You see the bottom one, a lot of black and red. That's from the I guess the bad guys, and then the blue and gray is from the good guys. So I've got plans for an Exo Night mock, so that'll be something cool to see in the future. So that's kind of this one corner of the leg room. Oh, and how can you forget the don't shoot your eye out cup? And then behind that is all of my brick separators. The short pile is everything that I've accumulated just this year. So that's 6 months worth of brick separators. The rest of them are most of all the brick separators that I've accumulated over the lifetime of my Lego hobby. Amplifier that I really don't play much guitar anymore, but it's there in case I want to plug it in and jam out. These are empty storage crates that I'm going to use for more part storage. We're going to look at the part storage next. That's kind of as you turn around. This is the big dumb wall of Lego. I've got sets up here. Some of them have been up here a while, and I'll probably have to disassemble them. Usually I have to dust them before I disassemble them because they accumulate a lot of dust. And then the modulars over here, those are going to be disassembled along with some of the other sets that are up on top of it. So this main desk over here is what I call my mock desk. So these is just holding placeholders. I mean, not placeholders, but stuff that needs to be disassembled so I can clear space here. But this is my newest mock that I've been working on. This is ready for Brick World Chicago. Depending on when this video goes up, I may or may not already be in Brick World Chicago because it's coming up the next week from me filming this. So it's a pretty cool, just little sci-fi scene. It's this giant valley with a house built in between the valley. Got a bunch of trees and greenery going on it. And then this is kind of the kicker here. You can see the house here, and there's a fisherman up there. So he is fishing. And then you can see, if you follow the string down, there's a fish on there. There's a fish on there, focus. It's not gonna focus on that fish, is it? Nope. But anyway, there's a large kind of sci-fi snake, fish, shark thing jumping out to get the bait. So that is that. But anyway, this whole desk I'm gonna have cleared off by the time sometime after I get back from Chicago to start working on my next mocks. This I'm actually gonna display at quite a few shows that are coming up. A couple weeks after I come back from Chicago, there's gonna be a show in the Dallas area. It's called Brick Fiesta. It's a Texas-based brick show. So I'm going to display this at that. And then any other Brick Universe shows that I may be going up in the near future, this will be at that as well. So this is going to be kind of one of the mocks that I'm going to have built for, I'm going to keep it together at least a year, maybe a little bit longer, to show at quite a few different shows. But anyway, back to the parts storage. So this is all of the small parts. And then in these drawers down here, nothing has really changed as far as what's going on in these drawers. You can see as I open them, there's little bins inside of each drawer that separate all of the parts. I do sort my parts by part type. So this bin alone is just corner bricks. And this one is 1x2 sloped bricks. And so on and so forth. You can see I've got the round bricks here, and then in this container I have the round fluted bricks. So what this does, you can see I don't sort by color, I sort by part type. This allows me to easily find a particular part that I need. So if I know I need a 2x2 plate, they're all right here, and then I can quickly find the white 2x2 plate that I'm looking for, because they stand out amongst all the other colors. So that's typically how I sort on everything. Everything you see, including all of these bins over here, you see I have some tall stack of Sterilites. If you open these bins, this is all 1x6 plates. So All of the 1x6 plates, no matter what color they are in there. Right above that, 1x4, right above that, 1x3, so forth. So it's very easy. I got Technic bricks, longer Technic bricks. I got these 1x2 tall bricks, 1x's, 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 and then I got the 2x bricks all the way down. So that's the way I sort. Makes it real easy. But this is kind of where it gets crazy. These Sterilite bins that have the lids, they're full of bags, and the bags are kind of like these larger pieces that can't fit in a drawer, but there's not quite enough to fill up a bin inside of one of these drawers. They're just kind of those hard to sort pieces. So it's more or less overflowing, this little stack over here. So what I have is these over here that I'm more or less going to consolidate or expand this little section here. So all of these large random pieces, I don't use a lot of. You know, it's just these specialized like wedge plates, or the you know, these plates that have the little see-through grill at the bottom. So I'm still kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to sort them, because they work good in these lid containers, because like I said, I don't use them that often, so I don't have to access them that much. But when it's overflowing, you kind of run into a problem. In addition to that, this corner over here is just kind of this little pile of parts that have just more or less kind of overflowed. So I need to organize this corner a little bit better. I really don't use this lamp anymore, so what I may do is move all of those over into that corner once I organize it. So that's what's going on there. So this is the closet, the famous closet with the Lego sets. Last time I did this video, I think they were pretty much all the way up to here. So they're going down. I've been building a lot more sets. There were some additions to this closet. Specifically, if you watched one of my hauls where I picked up 4 of these Nexo Knights, whatever they call that, the Fortrex, that's what it is. So I got 4 of those Fortrex. It's a $99 set that I got for $40. So that added to this. So if it wasn't for those 4, this would be even lower. But I'm hoping to, by the end of the year, have most all of this built. And, you know, usually when I build stuff, I disassemble it and just put the parts away and use them for my mocks. So that will clear up a ton of space for more of these overflow bins that will more or less just clear up some room in here. It's not like I'm fighting for room in here. It's just I like to have more organization and less clutter. So that's kind of what's going on in here. Nothing's really changed up here. I have all of my Lego Elves sets separated so I can build them all at once. I have plans for those to build them at a certain time. And then all of the first wave of the Lego movie sets. So the sets that came out 3 or 4 years ago. That's 1 copy of each of the first wave of them. I just bought them for collectors' sake. I may resell them in the future. I typically don't resell Lego, but I did that for some reason on that one. So that's the closet. So right here, this is where it gets fun. And by fun, I mean that very sarcastically. I have 2 giant bins here that are full of disassembled sets. And all of those parts need to be sorted and put away. I hate disassembling sets and doing this. Usually when I disassemble a set, I try to sort the parts immediately and put them away. But a couple months ago, I was just overwhelmed with way too many sets, and I had to quickly disassemble them to make room for all the stuff that I was building. So I ended up doing this number. So this is going to be one of those things that I may actually hire a couple of the neighbor kids to come over one weekend and actually sort that, and you know, pay them $20, and I'll just put all the parts away once they sort them. And this is all of this whole pile here. These two are empty because I think I cleared them out when I brought some mocks home from a recent show. So I really don't want to fill these up with parts, but I probably could with all these sets that need to be disassembled. And then these are parts that also need to be sorted and put away. There are a few large sets over here that need to be built. I got the castle, the bucket wheel excavator, and the Batman Batcave. This is wheels and tires, and a set that my son halfway built. This is all of my small parts, like smaller than the small parts. So it's, you know, stuff like this. So for all you OCD people out there that love to see perfect sorting, this is all of my trans 1x rounds, and they're actually sorted by color. I just found it easier for the smaller smalls to sort this way. And you can see I've got 1x1 plates, I got some 1x2 plates, so on and so forth. I've got tree elements in here. These Stanley containers are great. I know I've talked about them in other videos, but what's good about them is if you're building something and you need just the clears, you can take this, bring it over to your desk and actually work with it. And then when you're done with it, bring it back, drop it in there, and go like that. Similar to these drawers, I do that a lot with these drawers. If I'm working on something and I need just my 1x6 tiles, I'll grab this drawer, bring it over to wherever I'm working, use the parts, bring the drawer back, put it back. So the small containers are a lot easier to work with than these larger pieces. I mean, yeah, I can pull these out, but then usually I have to dump it out to find the parts that I want. So tomato, however you like to do it. And then this is kind of my little stack of bins that I take to my shows. It's kind of has all of my spare parts. I got some business cards in there. I've got this entire bin here is what I call my just in case bin. It literally has a little bit of everything in there, just in case something falls off and I need to quickly repair one of my mocks. It has pretty much anything you can think of. I have a good assortment of everything in that little bin. So I've actually used it before, so I always bring that to any show that I go to. But I've got motors, I've got sig figs, I've got just random parts that I may or may not need, but it's always good to bring them. And then this is like little minifigure accessory pieces. These little bead trays. I really don't like the bead trays because you can't pull out the individual bins, but these are parts that I really rarely ever use. I mean, this is why I want to clean out this closet, because something like this would go in that closet and probably be forgotten about. And then we're back around to the beginning. So there it is. That is my Lego room tour. It's a mess right now, but it's really been a while since I've done one of these tours. So this side is actually cleanest that it's ever been in a long time, just because I've been using it as my main workspace. So I need, just the way I work, I need a clean surface area to do a lot of my work. So that's why it's all clean like this. Is I would go insane if it wasn't, and I probably wouldn't be able to get anything done. So that's it for this one. Tell me your thoughts, put a comment down below. Don't forget to check out my other videos. I'm gonna do a video on my mock over there so you can see that in more detail. But thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next one.